My name is Gayle Romasanta, and I am the owner and publisher of Bridge and Delta Publishing, and it is a woman-owned, Pinay-owned publishing house that focuses on Filipino-American storytelling, specifically storytelling from immigrant families, immigrant history, and definitely Filipino-American history. I've been writing and editing for over 20 years. I've always wanted to curate stories. I felt that our students and our families and our children need access to our stories at a much earlier age. I worked for a publisher for several years, and I learned a lot about production. And I approached Dr. Don Mabalon, the late and great Filipino-American historian, to co-write the first book, Journey for Justice, The Life of Larry Itliong. So I worked on that with her, and we created a series of Filipino-American history books for children. So that's kind of the how it all kind of began, but really from the strong desire of curating stories and wanting to put them out for a younger audience. I think from the very beginning I needed help because I went to art school. I'm a creative person and I don't necessarily have the background. I've never been taught how to have a business. You know, as Filipino Americans, we're not even told to become artists. So when we are, there's really not a lot of resources or family members that are out there to help us. I was friends with Anthem. I started asking him questions about what I wanted to do, and he gave me advice. And from that advice, I went and started a fundraising campaign for Journey for Justice, The Life of Larry Itliong, and we were able to raise over $40,000. That was the seed money to provide the funding necessary for the production costs of 4 Filipino-American history books. Without that information from Anthem, we wouldn't have even been thinking about a series. We would have just been nickel and diming trying to figure out how to get the first book out production-wise. And from there, I became a client of Anthem, and he's really helped me calm my anxiety because there's a lot of investment when you start your own company. So it's very scary to put everything financial on the line for a huge project like this, and especially one where I have a big vision for it. Where can I marry the big vision and the practicality of being a business owner and put that together and be able to create momentum and the funding necessary to sustain it? I think being an artist for so long, getting paid is supposed to be like dirty, or like, oh, if you're a real artist, you'd be doing this for free, or you'd be for the community. That's one of the biggest things working with Anthem, is to really make sure everything that I'm doing can also help me provide for my family and provide for myself. It's really accepting the fact and being okay with the idea that, yes, as an artist, I should be able to ask for money. I should be able to put the contracts out there. I should be making a certain percentage off of the work that I put out. You know, I've been doing this for over 20 years and I haven't been asking for what I needed. You know, working with him on the building blocks of owning your business, like what is involved. There's marketing, there's branding, there's your own story brand. Definitely, if you're a client of his, you get access to his full library of information where he breaks down business owning. Being an entrepreneur, you need a certain level type of thinking, and if you don't know how to be an entrepreneur, you better learn how to be an entrepreneur or your money's going to go down the drain. I think I'm looking at things from a bigger picture. I know working with Anthem, he always wanted us to get out of the day-to-day business making, to have you be the CEO of a company with a larger strategic plan. And I think with strategy, that'll help me address the community's needs, also address my own needs artistically, and then address the financial needs of what it takes to sustain. Working with him is a calming effect for me, where I can understand where everything is getting placed and how can I further what I'm doing on a larger scale.